Dr. R. Hemavati is an assistant professor in mathematics in Queen Mary's, Chennai. She has specialized on functional analysis. Having 12 years of experience in teaching, she has won various awards for her performance. She has published papers in 14 international journals, 3 national journals, and has presented papers in 10 international and in 5 national conferences. She is also one of the editors for an international journal.
Welcome to UGC lecture series. In the earlier sessions, we have seen two-dimensional random variables and then discrete distributions were discussed, that is two-dimensional discrete distributions, joint probability mass function, marginal probability mass function of x, marginal probability mass function of y, conditional probability mass function of x and y. So, continuing with that, in this session we are going to deal about the general ideas of conditional probability distribution function, wherein we have studied two-dimensional probability distribution function and marginal probability distribution functions. So, in continuation we are going to study the conditional probability distribution functions, two-dimensional continuous random variables with the respective probability functions. Also, we are going to discuss about the general ideas of independence of random variables. Independence means stochastic independence. Also, some special probability distributions will be dealt one by one. There are a lot of probability distributions. First, we will start with discrete distributions and then we will finish off. Continuing with the previous session, first of all, we will define conditional probability distribution function of x. The conditional distribution function of x, conditional means it is conditional of one variable, whereas another variable should be already occurred. That is conditional distribution function of x given y is equal to y has already happened. So, it means f of x given y of x given y is equal to p of x less than or equal to x given y is equal to y. So, this x less than or equal to y is the main random variable, wherein you have the distribution function given y is equal to y has already happened and it is a condition. Similarly, the conditional distribution function of y given x is equal to x is main variable is y and given x has already occurred. So, f of y given x is equal to p of y less than or equal to y given x is equal to x has already happened. Now, we have already discussed joint distribution function of x and y. This joint distribution function of x and y can be written in terms of conditional distribution functions. Let us see how it is written. That is, the joint probability distribution function of x and y may be expressed in terms of first conditional distribution function of x given y, then it can be also expressed in terms of conditional distribution of y given x. Okay. So, what is that conditional distribution function of x given y written for joint distribution. So, joint distribution function is f of x y x comma y, and this is written in terms of conditional distribution function of x given y into d of f y of y. This d of f y of y is marginal distribution function of y and it is differentiated with respect to d of f y of y, and you will have the differentiation with respect to y. So, y limits should range from minus infinity to y is equal to infinity. Now, this is how a joint distribution function of x and y is written in terms of conditional distribution function of x given y. Okay. Similarly, the joint probability distribution function of x and y may be expressed in terms of conditional distribution of y given x. Using the previous formula, you people also can write. So, what is that? F of x y x comma y, this is joint distribution function of x and y, and it is written in terms of conditional distribution of y given x. Y given x is y given x into, and since it is given x, you have to differentiate with respect to marginal distribution function of x. Okay. And since x is ranging, you should have the limits for x is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity. Okay. Next, so far we have dealt with two dimensional discrete distributions, that is two dimensional discrete random variables, then two dimensional joint probability distribution function, joint probability mass function, their respective marginal probability functions, their respective conditional probability mass functions. Now, all the mass functions are for only discrete random variables. Now, we are going to discuss two dimensional continuous random variables. A two dimensional continuous random variable is said to be continuous if it takes values in an interval. In an interval, there are uncountable number of values. Discrete means it will take only countable number of values, whereas if it is continuous, it will take values in an interval which is uncountable. We cannot say how many values are there in an interval. We will define first bivariate probability density function or joint probability density function. If x comma y is a two dimensional continuous random variable, then the joint continuous function of x and y, also called the joint probability density function of x and y, bivariate probability density function, is denoted by f of x comma y, and it satisfies the condition, first of all, a 0 is less than or equal to f of x comma y, because all f of x comma y means joint probability density function, it is representing a probability, therefore, the value should be greater than or equal to 0, at the same time it should be less than or equal to 1. Okay. And the second condition is total probability is 1. So, total probability means we have two integrations, one integration with respect to x and another integration with respect to y, and x will range from minus infinity to plus infinity, whereas y will range from minus infinity to plus infinity. These are the possible values of x and y, this representing the total probability. So, total probability must be equal to 1. Okay. This is what is mentioned, double integration f of x comma y dx dy is equal to 1, where the integration is taken over all possible values of x and y. Next, we have marginal probability density functions. As we have discussed in discrete, this is marginal probability density function. In discrete case, we have discussed marginal probability mass function with respect to joint probability mass function. This is marginal probability density functions with respect to joint probability density function. For that also, you must be having x and y must be a two dimensional continuous random variable taking all the possible values in an interval. Then the marginal probability density function of x is defined as f x of x. Actually, the original definition is f of x comma y, the joint probability density function, when it is integrated with respect to y and the limits for y is substituted as y is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity, the remaining is only x, because y is totally differentiated and the limits are also substituted for y, then you must be having only the function of x. That is what is marginal probability density function of x. In another words, we can also express the marginal density function of x in terms of distribution function. Okay, distribution function is f of x into dou x. Okay. This particular capital F of x is marginal distribution function of x. So, likewise we can define marginal probability density function of y. Like we have written for x, here also you can write the formula for marginal probability density function of y, which says that f of y given y is equal to the joint probability function must be integrated with respect to x and the limits of x should be substituted. So, what remains? Only y remains. So, that is the function of y, that is called as marginal probability density function of y. Okay. Another definition, f of y is dou marginal probability distribution function is differentiated with respect to y. Then conditional probability density functions. Here also we have two conditional, one is of x with respect to y is already given and another one is of y where x is given. Okay. So, here also we must be taking x and y must be two dimensional continuous random variable. Then the conditional probability density function of x given y is defined as f of, it is a conditional distribution function of x given y and the variable used is x given y. Variable used must be written in the suffix always. So, according to the conditional probability definition, P of A given B is equal to P of A intersection B divided by P of B. So, similarly here x given y. So, that is f of x comma y divided by f of y. Okay. In another words, we can also write this as because it is conditional, right. So, therefore, dou by dou x of conditional distribution function of x given y is differentiated with respect to x to get the conditional probability density function of x given y. When it is f of x given y small, here it must be capital and the original variable is x, given y is only condition, therefore, it must be differentiated with respect to x. This is another definition. Similarly, the conditional probability density function of y given x will be written in terms of joint probability density function. That is, you are going to define a y given x and the variable used is y given x. This is equal to, joint must be in the numerator and denominator is this x, that marginal density function of x, or you can define in terms of distribution function y given x equals to dou by dou y, because main variable is y, we have to differentiate with respect to y, given x is only condition, the variable x is a conditional variable here. So, f of y given x and this is conditional distribution function of y given x. Next, we are going to discuss about independence of random variables. Independence of random variables means a stochastic independence, that is probabilistic independence of random variables. First we shall discuss the independence of random variables with respect to discrete random variable, then we will have continuous. All the terminologies we have already discussed. Two discrete random variables x and y with joint probability mass function PMF Px x comma y and marginal probability mass functions Px and Py, all the terminologies are already discussed. Marginal probability mass functions Px and Py respectively are said to be stochastically independent. Here independence in the sense stochastic only, probabilistic. If and only if we have the condition, the joint is Pxy x comma y. If it is written as a product of two marginal PMFs of x and y respectively, then it is x and y are said to be independent, Px of x into Py of y. Okay. This is with respect to discrete. What happens to the continuous case? Two continuous random variables x and y with joint PDF f of x comma y and marginal PDFs fx and fy respectively are said to be stochastically independent if and only if, similarly writing in as we have written for PMFs, this is also stochastically independent if it is written as f of x comma y. There is no integration or summation involved here, just have to verify whether the joint PDF is written in terms of product of marginal PDFs fx of x into fy of y. Let us have a break. Welcome after the break. Earlier to the break we have seen a conditional probability distribution function of x given y and y given x. Then we have dealt with two dimensional continuous random variable with the joint PDF being defined, marginal PDF of x and y defined and conditional PDF of x given y, conditional PDF of y given x has been defined. only the general ideas have been discussed. Also we have discussed the independence of random variables, means stochastic independence of x and y with respect to discrete random variables and continuous random variables. So, with that we end up with the bivariate probability functions, and then again we are stepping into the next topic, special probability distributions. In the special probability distribution, what does the probability distributions actually do and what does it mean? A theoretical probability distribution actually gives us a law according to which a random variable takes different values and is distributed with specified probabilities. The probability function takes a specified format so that it is expressed mathematically, and the random variables taking only the particular values for the specified distribution. When this particular format is there, then the distribution has its own name. Okay? And we are going to discuss about special probability discrete distributions and special probability continuous distribution. Discrete distribution means the random variable x is discrete, taking only countable number of values, and for special continuous distributions the random variable x will be continuous and it will be taking only values in an interval. Okay. So, the two things are very important when you talk about special distributions, that is the random variable taking a different type of values with the specified probability distribution. Okay. One by one we will deal. What is the use of studying the special probability distribution? This special probability distribution will enable us to fit a mathematical model to any kind of observed data. For the observed data, if you are able to fit a mathematical model, then we can describe any kind of expected data and using that particular distributions. So, special probability discrete distribution. First of all, we are going to study by Bernoulli distribution. Based on Bernoulli distribution, we are going to study point or degenerate distribution, then binomial distribution, Poisson distribution, geometric distribution, negative binomial distribution. Then we will step into continuous distributions. Actually, these distributions are only specified in the syllabus. There are more probability discrete distributions, only these distributions are specified. Okay, first we will study about Bernoulli distribution. Bernoulli is a mathematician. Based on his finding, the distribution is named as such. A random variable x is said to follow a Bernoulli distribution with parameter p. P stands for probability of success. If its probability mass function PMF shortly is the expansion of probability mass function, is given by, as we already told you, x will take particular values and the distribution will have a particular format. So, what is that format we are going to see? P of x is equal to x is equal to p power x q power 1 minus x. This q is actually 1 minus p. So, x will take only two values 0 and 1, where q is equal to 1 minus p. Since it is being defined only with respect to parameter p, you can represent this as p power x 1 minus p whole power 1 minus x. So, what does it actually mean? A random experiment, when you conduct an experiment, a trial, whose outcomes are only two types. One is success, another one is failure, occurring with probabilities, probability of success and p and probability of failure q respectively, is called a Bernoulli trial. So, here the outcome is only two, that is success or failure, and their respective probabilities are p and q. For this experiment, the random variable x is defined such that it takes values 1 when x occurs and 0 if f occurs. We should be allotting a numerical value for our outcome. With the alphabets S and F, we cannot proceed. So, we have to allot a number. That number is what is 1 for S and 0 for F. Then x follows Bernoulli distribution. So, after defining the Bernoulli distribution's probability mass function and its respective values of random variable x, we will step in to find out the moments of Bernoulli distribution. So, what is the moments of Bernoulli distribution? This moment generating function we have studied in general for any kind of distribution. In particular, we will be finding out moment generating function for each and every distribution. Moments in the sense we will get mean and variance, and moment generating function in the sense MGF, that is mx of t, we will find out, and then we will work out some illustrations so that you understand the distribution little bit clear. So, what is the moments of Bernoulli distribution? Moments of Bernoulli distribution, first of all we have to define what is mu r dash, as we have already discussed. Mu r dash is expectation of x power r. Okay. According to the definition, this is a summation x power r into p of x. But what are the values of x? X is taking only the value 0 and 1, its respective probabilities q and p, where the PMF is written in terms of the x values and p of x values. P of x is q and p. Q means 1 minus p. So, we will substitute first x is equal to 0. 0 power r into 1 minus p plus 1 power r into p. This is your mu r dash. 0 power r is 0 into anything is 0, and you will have mu r dash is equal to p. So, what happens? Mean is equal to mu 1 dash is also p, and for variance you need mu 2 is equal to mu 2 dash minus mu 1 dash square, where mu 2 dash is also equal to, because r is not ranging, mu 2 dash is equal to p. Therefore, you will have a variance is equal to mu 2 is equal to p minus p square. So, I will take p commonly outside, 1 minus p. Okay. This is the variance which is equal to PQ. We have found out mean and variance and moments for the Bernoulli distribution. Then we will find out moment generating function for Bernoulli distribution. Moment generating function by the name itself, mx of t is equal to expectation of e power tx. It is summation e power tx into p of x. X is taking the values only 0 and 1 with respective probabilities q and p. Therefore, x is 0 comma 1, right. So, e power t into 0, the respective probability is q or 1 minus p, e power t into 1 into p is equal to q plus p e power t. This is mx of t, moment generating function of Bernoulli distribution. Then, based on a Bernoulli distribution, we can define point or degenerate distribution. Degenerate in the sense x is taking only a specific value. Okay. If x is degenerate at a point C, degenerate means its probability is 1. It is taking only this particular value. So, p of x is equal to C is equal to 1 and 0 otherwise. Then, so here the random variable is taking the value C and the respective probability is only 1. The whole mass of the variable is concentrated at a single point C, then x is said to follow point distribution. Okay. Since the probability p of x is equal to C is 1, we have variance of x is equal to 0. You can verify that using the moments. Hence, a degenerate random variable x is characterized by variance of x is equal to 0. So, what is the MGF of degenerate random variable? Okay. MGF of degenerate random variable is, again use the definition, mx of t is equal to expectation of e power tx is equal to summation e power tx into p of x. X is taking only one particular value with the probability x is equal to C, means p is equal to 1, p of x is equal to 1. So, e power t into C into 1. Okay. So, mx of t is equal to e power c t. This is the MGF of a degenerate random variable or point random variable. Then we will discuss about the next distribution, that is binomial distribution. What is actually binomial distribution? Consider a set of n independent Bernolian trials. From the Bernoulli distribution we can derive point distribution as well as we can derive binomial distribution. So, the Bernoulli distribution, if it is repeated n times, n is finite. If finite means taking only specific values, in which the probability p of success is in any trial is constant for each trial, then q is equal to 1 minus p. The probability of x successes and consequently n minus x failures. There are only n trials. In n trials, x are successes means, so the remaining n minus x will be failures in n independent trials, is given by, you have x successes, right. The probability of success is p, p into p into p. How many times p? This is x times, because x successes, respective probability is p into p into p. What is the probability of failure? Q. How many times? Q into q into q, and this is n minus x times. So, we have p power x, q power n minus x. This is the probability of x successes and n minus x failures in n independent trials. Taking the combination, but x successes in n trials can occur in NCx ways, and the probability of each way is p power x, q power n minus x. By addition theorem of probability, adding all the number of ways, number of times p power x, q power n minus x, you will have NCx into p power x, q power n minus x. The probability of x successes in n trials, obviously x successes means n minus x failures, is NCx p power x, q power n minus x. Based on the discussion in the session, we can expect this kind of exercises, give general ideas of bivariate probability continuous distributions with marginal and conditional PDFs being defined. Also, you can expect the question as find the MGF of Bernoulli distribution and hence find the moments. Bernoulli distribution, although not mentioned in the syllabus, but it is important, so that then only you can derive point or degenerate distribution and binomial distribution. So, studying Bernoulli distribution is also important. Find the MGF of Bernoulli distribution, hence find the moments, and find the MGF of point distribution and hence find the moments. So, in this session, after discussing about the general ideas of independence of variates, we discussed probability distribution. Also, we have discussed the two-dimensional continuous random variables with respect to marginal and conditional PDFs, and special probability distributions dealt one by one, starting with Bernoulli distribution, followed by degenerate distribution and binomial distribution. Thank you.